In this week's show, Dr. Kevin is invited to take part in his local village festival. Here, he meets some more exotic animals than he usually sees in the clinic, including a large snake and a dingo. He also gets to ride a camel. Chris, our dog trainer, visits Pirate, the Old English sheepdog, with his owner Sally at home to help sort out a few issues that Pirate is having. But first, we go to the festival in Templestowe, where Dr. Kevin meets some of his clients out on the street.
Today I've come up the road a little bit from Vets on Park to the Templestowe Festival, where we're going to meet some clients, meet some of our patients. We're actually providing free intestinal worming and flea control for some dogs and some cats here at the festival. Hopefully we get to meet some interesting people and get to meet some cute pets. Nice to see you again, Mrs. Hooton.
Oh, good to see you too.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Barney's looking as healthy as ever.
Very well. He's doing very well, managing very well.
Yeah.
Quite healthy recently.
He's looking fantastic.
Yep, runs like the wind.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. I know he's got, Barney's actually a three-legged dog. You wouldn't know the way he moves around. He's missing one of his front legs and his front left leg, but he just gets around beautifully, doesn't he?
He has. I've got an acre of land and he can chase the possums, chases the foxes, and he manages fantastically. So yeah. I'm very, very lucky and very, very grateful that he's still alive.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. Barney lost his leg, how long ago now was it?
4 years. 4 years in last February, recent February. So
it was a bit of a traumatic period for you at the time. Very
traumatic, big decision to make, but one of the best decisions we've made.
Well, he's come out of it. He doesn't know, does he?
No, he doesn't know at all. No. So I'm very, very grateful. So I couldn't have been in better hands. Yeah.
Hey, Barney, good man.
Yeah, and he's a great animal for children to pet. I've brought him down to the shop.
Because he's a long-haired dachshund, that's right, isn't it?
Long-haired standard dachshund.
Yep.
He came from show dogs, so he's been neutered, and I brought him down here since a puppy to get used to children. And so he's fantastic with children down here, and very good for pets and things like that. So he's a perfect pet, and with older people as well. Yeah. He gets up on wheelchairs and good for older people.
He's incredibly well socialised, very, very affectionate, and he likes his treats, doesn't he?
Oh, he loves his treats and he loves his bed.
Good boy, Barney. Thanks, Mrs. Hooton. Hey,
Thank
good
you
boy.
Very much, Kevin.
You had her since she was a puppy?
No, she's an Australian champion, called me Daring.
Is she really? Wow.
So she should be more used to
cameras. She shouldn't be camera shy, should she? Tell me a little bit about the breed.
I think they originated out in North Africa.
Yeah.
The Chinese traders had them on boats. They used to hunt rodents with them.
Did they really?
Hairless.
Yeah, aren't they?
So you don't. But there's a powder puff type as well.
Yep.
And they can get sensitive to the sun.
Yep.
So if they've got light skin,
have they got light skin? Yeah, lucky she's got the dark skin along the top there.
Right. So she doesn't need a lot of sun protection. They do feel the cold.
Yep.
So she has a little wardrobe.
She's got a. Does she?
Yes. Yeah, because they've got no.
Yeah, of course, no insulation. So, and they're not heavy dogs. So they're quite fine framed.
Yep. More so than outdoors.
Yeah.
And she has a natural mane. And she's got the fluffy tail and the fluff on her feet.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's a little darling.
Hey?
And the temperament's fantastic.
Yeah, and what sort of kind of exercise requirements and dietary requirements does she need?
We give her a fair bit of dry food.
Yep.
I give her cooked mince.
Yep.
Vegetables. She'll eat broccoli, pumpkin, carrots, cauliflower. She likes her vegetables. And she gets walked at least twice a day.
Yeah, excellent.
And she scoots around the house with her toys and gets chased by the cats. The Siamese cat.
Oh, wow.
Chaser.
Excellent.
Yeah, she's a lovely little girl.
Yeah, I bet she is.
Yeah, they're a pleasure to have.
Yeah. How old's Harrison?
Nearly 4 months.
Nearly 4 months.
Hi.
Good afternoon, how you going?
Good.
How's Keela going?
Doing fantastic.
Yeah. Keela was unfortunately hit by a car how many months ago now?
About 4 months.
Yeah. And she sustained some pretty significant injuries to that pelvis and her back left leg, sorry. But she had some pins placed, some screws in there, and they were removed a couple of weeks ago now, and she's certainly walking a whole lot better than she was originally, wasn't she?
That's right, yeah. It was quite a bad accident, quite a big operation as well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're happy that she's using her 4 legs.
Yeah, no, doing really, really well. I mean,
She wasn't
using it at all. And there was some question whether there was some permanent nerve damage there, but now the way she's walking now, that's certainly not the case. I suppose the job is now, she was not using that leg for so long. There's a bit of rehabilitation, bit of physio, a bit of hydrotherapy to look at using to get her back into full function of that leg. But you guys must be happy seeing her the way she is now.
Right, yeah.
Because, I mean, how old is she? She's only
9 months.
9 months.
Yeah, still a baby.
So for an injury to happen like that when she's so young is pretty devastating. But you must be very, very happy.
Yeah, this is my little friend.
And he comes out. He lives in your hat.
No, he's got his own penthouse, St Kilda Road. Yeah. This is Sebastian.
Sebastian, nice to meet you, Sebastian. How old's Sebastian?
He's a 3 years old.
Excellent. He's a very healthy bunny.
I think so. Yeah. Only thing is not speak very good English yet.
Oh, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And show you one more.
Yes,
I got
please.
Another little friend, just in here. Say hello to my little friend. This one here, is Zelda.
Oh, Zelda.
Yeah.
You're nice.
I've got to ask a question, please.
Yeah, please.
This guinea pig is very brand new, just like a baby. And about 2 days ago, lose a lot of the fur on the belly. I don't know, just lose a lot of the fur on the belly.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
He's lost a lot of fur. So how long have you had?
Just 4 weeks.
Yeah, wow.
I think it's just very baby young.
Yeah. Is she itchy?
I don't
scratching?
think so. I don't think so.
No? Not itching or scratching?
Not, I don't think, no.
Yeah, okay. It's a bit pink. Looks like she might have a bit of dermatitis.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Poor little darling.
Hey, little thing.
I don't know what
she's getting her vitamin C. You giving her some oranges
but maybe I give a little bit more.
I think so. And if she's itchy, she probably needs to come in for a vet checkup.
Go to see
some
the
little
vet.
guinea pigs can get mites.
Oh,
and see, she's got a little bit of dry skin at the back there, and along under her arms.
So maybe she's just needs a bit
and along the side of her front legs there. Okay. It's a little bit pink, so it could be that she has mites, fur mites, and
might be.
It might be, yeah, exactly. So what we need to do is have her into the vet clinic and look under the microscope to see if they're going on. But they're very easy to fix.
Okay.
You can put something on the back of their neck, like some liquid, which kills them.
Like magic.
Like magic, exactly right.
You are good at this.
Yeah.
Actually, I could do one trick just behind your ear.
Yeah?
I could pull a rabbit from your ear.
Sounds good. Oh, there we go.
This one, if you look very closely, is not a rabbit. This one is a hare. Just there. Can you see that? It's a hare. Yeah.
Breathe in. And out. Oh, you're still alive. I think you're going to be just fine. A couple of days in bed, Kim. Couple of days in bed.
All right?
He'll be okay.
Good on you.
Okay. Maybe.
Thank you very much.
My
Dr.
pleasure.
Jeff.
Let me know if he doesn't get any better.
He's a teenager. He's not getting any better.
Let's practice. Let's practice.
Pirate, our Old English sheepdog, is well behaved at puppy school, but it's a different story when he's at home. Sally, his owner, has invited Chris, our trainer, round to see if he can help stop some bad behaviour before it becomes habit.
So we're at home with Sally and Pirate, just finished up at puppy school. He's doing really good in class. You're also coming along to my classes on Sunday as well, putting a little bit extra work into him. It's really paying off. So in my opinion, that class is absolutely amazing. He was jumping over boxes today, really confident, paying lots of attention to you. His recalls are coming along great as well. Yep. Now, most puppies are pretty well behaved at class. When you get home, it can be a different story.
Yep.
So what's happening here?
Basically, we're just having a few issues. One of them being he's still biting my ankles, especially when I'm wearing my Ugg boots.
Okay.
And second one, he's jumping up on tables now. So now that he knows that he can sort of almost reach them.
So doing some table surfing?
Yeah, a little bit of that. And especially when I'm making his food or preparing his food, he gets quite excited and starts to jump a lot.
So with a breed like this, he's an old English sheepdog.
Yeah.
They are, like they're a herding breed, so they do have an instinct to run around and nip at heels and all those sort of things.
Yeah.
So it's very common to see in border collies, kelpies, all the working sort of dogs.
Sure.
They do have a big disposition to run around, nip, bite ankles. So you can curb that behaviour while they're young, and it is pretty simple. It's just making sure that we do the right things. Okay, now for the second thing, you're talking about jumping up everywhere now. So tell me what's happening. When's it started?
It started when he could reach up onto this table here, and he just climbs onto it as if it's another couch or something, and he sits down.
So he's go to sleep on here?
A little bit, yeah. And then the other times I'll have his food bowl on the kitchen table, and he'll see the food come out of the fridge or the cupboard, and he'll start jumping up trying to get to it.
Okay.
That's all I've been
So has he had success with getting food off a table or all those sort of things?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. It's really important to make sure they don't get success because it almost comes as self-rewarding behaviour.
Yeah.
Once they can steal a piece of food off their wants, they keep on doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but that's definitely something we can work on as well.
Yeah.
So before we finish up, we'll get his food ready as if you're going to feed him and see how he's acting so we can fix that problem. Okay. So we're outside with Pirate. Clearly he's running around biting your ankles when you're wearing your Ugg boots.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about before.
Yeah.
Okay, now does he usually get a little bit more worked up than that?
Yeah, he does. He shakes my foot and everything.
Okay, look, now what I've got some bitter apple spray here. Okay. So pretty much it's just a bit of spray that tastes a little bit aversive to the dogs. Yeah. Do you mind if I spray a little bit on your Ugg boots and see if that stops him from doing it? Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll move him away for a second. We'll spray some down here. It's not colour fasting or anything like that. Good, now start trying to move them around again. The dogs don't really like the taste, so if biting your feet doesn't really taste too good, they'll soon stop. So he's trying to bite him again. We'll have a look. So he's just investigating a little bit. Yeah. Let's keep him walk around, keep on moving.
Pirate.
Good. So you can see right now he hasn't really got too much interest in him anymore. Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
All right, cool.
And so like I said, so you can get bitter apple spray from most pet shops. There's lots of different brands you can get as long as like the bitter and works. That's the main thing.
How long does it last on the on the item?
Look at good couple of months at least.
Okay.
It does stay there for quite a bit, and you can put this on anything else that he does really like to chew. I said the main sort of thing is though, when he does start biting your Ugg boots, or try to teach him appropriate behaviour. So if he's running around being silly, ask him to sit instead. Yeah. Or ask him to lie down, so that way he's not performing behaviour. Or if he really wants to play, then give him a toy that he can play with. Yeah. So he understands not to bite your feet. He can go play with his toy. Yeah.
Chris, just before we go inside, I've got another issue when we're outside. When Mum's raking, Pirate tends to get quite worked up and wants to attack the rake, and it's impossible for Mum to do the gardening. So is there anything that we can do?
Yeah, look, there's quite a few different things we can do. And like I said before, it can be like a genetic behaviour because they do like to chase things that are moving and bite and nip. So it's another thing to teach him appropriate behaviours. There's quite a few different ways we can do it. So what we can put some spray on the rake or the object that is chewing quite a bit, just so he gets put off by doing it. Also like keeping the dog on the lead at the start as well, so you can control him. Okay. And also we start teaching the dog sit and down while it's all happening, so he can learn a little bit of impulse control. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll clip him on lead to start off with, just so we can see how bad the behaviour is. Yeah, sure. And if you want to start raking, just so we can have a look at what's happening. So he likes to rake quite a bit. All right, good. So Pirate, come. Good. So what we'll do is put the rake down. We'll put some spray on there to start off with. And so start raking again. And what I want you to do, move a rake nice and slow, not too quickly. That's it. So it's nice and slow to start off with. Pirate, come, sit. So we can start doing a little bit of work, a little bit of obedience around it. Now obviously Pirate understands he's meant to stay in a sit position until you say free, like we've learned in class. Yep. So what we'll do is we'll walk around a little bit with it. So sit. So if he does go to move, we'll just give him a quick little pop so he understands that's inappropriate. Good boy. So he can keep on raking. So we'll give him a reward for sitting there and doing the right behaviour. So when you come a little bit closer. Good. Right in front of him. That's good. Good boy. That's good, isn't it? Good. Good. Pirate, come. Good. So what I'll do is we'll change positions. I'll go around this way. I said, what's also good as well, have you been doing a bit of mat training too? A little bit, yeah. So if he understands to lower his mat, so what you can even put his mat up on the top of the stairs. While you come out here, you can start doing some raking. So start doing a little bit of a raking again. Like I said, sit. So let's give him a quick little pop when he went to chase it, because he understands that he's meant to stay in the sit position until released. Let's just give him a reward now. Good boy. So as you can see now, he's doing really good. So the spray didn't work on that object because the object's a little bit higher value, and so the spray didn't really deter him that much. So we had to take a slightly different approach, start using a little bit of obedience. This is doing really good now. So earlier before you were saying that Pirate's jumping up quite a bit when you're preparing his food. So we're in the kitchen now, you've got his food ready. Let's see what happens and how we can fix it.
All right. Pirate, it's your lunchtime?
So does he normally stop and sit before you feed him or anything?
Yeah, I make him sit before I put the bowl down.
Does he?
And he waits. And then
so he waits until you say you're okay or free?
Yeah.
Okay, so
okay.
Show me what's normally happening.
Okay. All right. He's been good today.
Usually happens. They know I'm here, so they start behaving. Big food. So just want to. So whereabouts does it usually jump up? So you got your food here.
Yeah.
Okay. So look, we'll just leave a bowl here for a little bit.
Okay.
We'll just go see what happens. Good. So we'll try and move it into different sort of. Sit. Good. We can even put it down on the chair. Leave it. So what I'll do now is if he goes to get it, I'll just simply move the food away. So that way, by moving, the food gets taken away. Good. See me sitting there doing the right thing. Give him another reward. Yeah, but look, that's really good. Especially a little puppy. I think it's almost a little bit mean to sit here and keep him waiting so long. So I'll just put down the food bowl. As soon as you're ready, tell him to eat. Good. Nice. That's really good. So that's that part there. Unfortunately, he wasn't jumping up, so we couldn't correct the behaviour today. But look, it is really simple. It's just about consistency as well. So every time he jumps up, just move the food bowl away, say no. Because at the end of the day, he wants to be fed. So he's going to do whatever he can to be fed. So just teach him what's to his advantage. The more he's sitting, give him a reward. And so that way he doesn't practice for jumping up.
All right. Okay, cool.
So you happy with everything that we covered so far today?
Yeah, very happy. Thank you.
That's good.
Let's practice. Let's practice.
I'm here with Madeline and Khan, is that right?
Khan.
And tell me, what breed of dog is Khan?
Khan isn't a dog, he's an alpine dingo.
Alpine dingo, wow.
Australian wolf.
Yep.
Canis lupus dingo.
Wow.
Is his scientific name.
And you obviously use him in your company here, Wildlife Xposure, but he's also your family pet?
He is.
Yeah.
He's our baby.
Yep.
We have another one at home.
Wow. So tell me a little bit about the alpine dingo.
Okay, so found in alpine regions.
Yep.
So around Mount Borbor.
Okay.
Jamison area.
Yes. That's why he's got such a thick, dense coat.
Why he's got this thick coat to keep him warm.
Keep him warm.
Snow.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. And in spring.
Yep.
This all falls out.
Yeah, wow.
So he lives inside.
Yep.
So lots of vacuuming.
Yeah, I bet. Lots of TLC.
That's right.
And how old's Khan?
Khan's 5 years old.
Okay, excellent. And how long have you had him for?
We've had him since he was 10 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, obviously owning a dingo's different to owning just a Labrador.
That's right.
You obviously need a particular licence, do you, to look after one of these?
When we got Khan, it was a feral pet permit.
Yes.
However, you can get them under a dog licence now.
Okay.
But you do need to have a wildlife licence as well.
Okay.
You need to have an enclosure with 3 metre high fences.
Yep.
Or 2 metre high and an overhang.
Yes.
Because they can climb.
They can climb.
Unlike normal dogs.
Yes.
More like a cat, really.
More like a cat, wow.
They don't bark. They do attempt to mimic other dogs' barks.
Okay.
But they sound like they're about that big.
Yeah. And what do you feed Khan at home?
Khan eats eukanuba.
Yep.
And he usually gets a cracked egg.
Yeah.
Or some sardines on top.
Okay.
He loves kangaroo.
Yeah.
Kangaroo meat he gets.
Oh, well, there you
sometimes.
go. That's on his native plate.
That's right.
We should bring him down to the Vets on Parker tent. We're doing free intestinal worming and flea control.
Really?
Not sure if he's due for that yet.
I think he could be fleed.
Yeah, so when we bring him down, we can give him a little treatment. Nice to meet you, Madeline.
And you too.
Really nice to meet you, and
Thanks
nice to
very
meet you,
much.
Khan.
Say bye, Khan.
Good boy. I'm here with Xavier, who's who's holding Ace. Ace is what sort of snake is he again, eh?
He's an olive python.
Okay, wow, he's magnificent, isn't he?
He's beautiful.
And how old is he?
He's between 7 and 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they grow relatively slowly. I mean, he potentially could live for up to 20 or 30 years and get to a length of maybe 6 metres long.
Wow.
So they're Australia's heaviest snake.
Yeah,
they can get up to 75 kilos. There's been past reports of them at that size.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a monster.
He's magnificent.
Yeah.
And people could have these as pets, could they?
You can, with the proper information as to how to house them, because they are thermodependent, so they're ectothermic, cold-blooded animal. You have to keep their enclosure at a proper temperature, around 30 degrees.
Yep.
And obviously, handling an animal like this can be tricky.
Yeah, absolutely. You know how to look after them, how to handle them.
Yeah. At this size, he has the potential to choke me.
Yes.
But having said that, he's a very gentle-natured animal because he is so often handled.
Yeah.
If you handle a snake from a small age, they get to be quite tame and handleable.
Yeah, absolutely. So how long have you had him for?
Oh, I've only had him for about 3 years. I've had olive pythons, others in the past, and I've had them over the last 10 years. But this particular snake I've only had for a couple of years.
Fantastic.
And look, I think he's going to climb on you. Kevin, he's going to... Yeah.
Okay.
So what I might even do, I might even just drape him over your shoulder there like this, and all you have to do when you... Excuse me.
Just support him?
Exactly. You don't actually have to hold the snake, but just support the snake. And
gee, Ace, you're a heavy man.
Yeah. I think he's about, 10?
Yeah,
12 kilos.
12 kilos or so?
Yep.
Yeah, just like a spoodle,
I mean, an animal like this, when they're fully grown, do predate and eat rock wallabies, agile wallabies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the snake can actually stretch its mouth 8 times the size of its own head.
Excellent. Now, he sheds as well, that's right?
He does, yeah, depending on the rate of growth. Generally about once a month he'll shed his skin.
And does he do that himself? Do you need to kind of look after it?
Don't have to do anything really. Occasionally, if it's a bit dry, I might have to spray him with some water just to get some moisture through his skin to help it come off easier. But otherwise, no, it'll just do it on its own accord. It comes off like one big dirty old sock. I've got a whole collection of snake skins at home. The wife loves it. Yeah.
That's excellent, Xavier. Thanks so much for showing me.
Thanks for the chat.
He's a beautiful, beautiful animal.
Do you want to keep him?
Yeah, I'd love to keep him.
You would.
Excellent.
That's practice.
I'm here with Michelle from Greyhound Adoption Program. You've got some beautiful greyhounds here today lazing around. Could you tell me a little bit about the Greyhound Adoption Program?
Yeah, it's run through Greyhound Racing Victoria, and it's all about trying to find homes for dogs that either have finished their racing careers or perhaps weren't all that suited to racing.
Yes. Could you tell me a little bit about their requirements? If people are looking at getting perhaps an older dog, they don't really want to go through the puppy stages of dog ownership and they're ready to commit to dog ownership and they've thought about greyhounds. Could you tell me a little bit about their requirements?
So they're the most low maintenance, beautiful dog you could wish for.
Yeah.
There's a 60 k'h couch potato. They just sleep all day. There's no exercise needed.
Yeah,
My boy has a 20-minute walk a day, more for stimulation than exercise. They hardly shed.
Yeah, wow.
They're beautiful.
They certainly seem to tick a lot of the boxes. I know the dogs that the greyhounds come to see me at Vets on Parker. They're just such fabulous dogs, well-natured, healthy.
Yes, very healthy. And because they don't need a lot of exercise, like I live in a townhouse, so they're perfectly suited to smaller places as well, which people don't always think
due to their size.
Yeah.
Really nice to meet you, Michelle.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks for telling me a little bit about the program.
Right. Nice to meet you. Have a good day.
Thanks.
See you.
G'day, Peter. How you going?
Good, thanks, Kevin.
Excellent. Look, you've got some beautiful camels here.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Who have we got here?
This is Arnold.
Arnold. How old's Arnold?
Arnold's about nearly 15.
Excellent.
Born in captivity in Adelaide.
In Adelaide?
Yeah.
Excellent. How many camels do you look after?
19 at the moment.
19.
Yeah,
Wow.
some little babies that big. And Colorado's the biggest one. And the oldest.
And what's the how old do they get to?
Oh, well, they're supposed to live to 45, 50, and Colorado, the back camel's 25.
Yep. And what during the time that you've worked with camels, what have you been using them or working with them for?
Oh, we do lots of school fetes and festivals and this sort of thing.
Yep.
And we work at Warrnambool for 30 days and over the Christmas holidays.
Yeah. So, in regards to caring for camels in Australia, how about how easy are they to look after?
Oh, they're pretty easy to maintain.
Yep.
They're basically like a big cow.
Yes.
They've got 4 stomachs, and in the winter they grow long hair, and in the summer they shed their coat themselves.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about shoeing them or just drenching.
Yep.
And lots of love and lots of food, and they're quite happy.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah. So I've been told I'm going to jump on Arnold. Have you got any particular tips on how to ride him at all? No,
just get on him just like a horse.
Yeah.
Throw your right leg over.
Yep.
And just relax and just go with the flow. They they move their left side of their body than the right.
Yep.
So that's why they're called shipsters. They rock.
Okay. Well, thanks, Peter.
All right, no,
excellent. Cheers.
Thank you.
Okay. Cheers. Yeah. Don't go too fast. Woo!